If I told you to hand me $222 and I'd hand you back $2,400, you do that all day long. That's literally what spending money on Facebook ads is like for a gym owner. And yet, 90% of gym owners that I talk to are scared to spend even $1,500 a month. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact math on why you're underspending, the real number that you need to hit to grow, and the one cash flow trick that lets you afford it, even if your bank account says that you can't. Now, to start, what I have found is that most gym owners simply don't spend enough money on their paid ads to sign up the amount of new members that they want, no matter what type of gym that you run, large groups, semi-private, PT, etc. They just think that they can spend $1,000 and they can get 20 new members on the back end, but it doesn't work that way. So let's start by understanding what is your cost to acquire a client. This is your CAC. The average CAC for a gym owner is around $200. And the simplest way to calculate this is to take how much you spent on your paid ads in a given month and divide that by your total new members. So for example, let's say that you spent $2,000, you got 10 new members in that month, then that means your CAC that month was $200. $200 is just what does it cost you to get a new member for your gym. Now, I want to give you a few ranges just so you have some good expectations of what you should expect. If you are under $100, that is extremely good. That is the exception. That is not the rule. However, we have gyms that we work with where their CAC is 60 or 70 bucks. So it's possible. That's extremely good. 100 to 150 is very good. 150 to 200 is good. 200 to 250 acceptable. We should try to get it a little bit better, but like totally acceptable. And sometimes that's just where a specific gym is going to fall. Now, if we're over 250, especially as we get to like 300, 350, 400, etc., we need to work on getting that CAC lower. And in this video, we're not going to talk about what are the strategies to do that, but I do want to walk through what is a typical funnel for a gym owner so that you can relate that to the amount of money that you spend to really understand your cost to acquire a client. So for most gyms, this is what a funnel looks like. We market and we get a new lead. Then we need to engage with that lead. We need to send them text messages or DMs in order to have a conversation, for example. Then we need to book that lead for some type of an appointment. Then we need that booked appointment, that lead to show up, and then we need to convert them. Now, here are the industry averages that exist for an exact funnel like this. And it really doesn't matter whether you're running a free trial, a discounted offer, booking no sweat intros. It doesn't really matter. These percentages are very, very similar across the board. So we generate a new lead. From there, the industry average is about 50% of the new leads that you get will engage with you. That means half of the leads won't even get back to a single message that you send. That's okay. That should be the expectation. From there, you should be able to book about 60% of the 50%, not 60% of the leads, 60% of the 50% who reply back to you. You should be able to book them for an appointment. Then from there, the ones that you do book, approximately 60% will show. And of the ones that show, you should be able to convert about 50%. So what does this look like as a real life scenario? Let's say that you spend $2,000 on your ads, and from there you generate 100 leads. I would say that is like a very normal range to fall into. From there, only 50% will engage with you. So that leaves you with about 50 leads. Of those 50 leads, you should book about 60% for some type of an appointment. That leaves you with 30 booked appointments. From there, about 60% will show. That leaves you with 18 that actually show up. And from there, you should convert about 50%. That leaves you with 9 new members. So you spent $2,000 at the top of the funnel to get the leads. You did all the things. And at the end, you're left with 9 members. So 2,000 divided by 9 gives you a CAC of $222. Totally acceptable. So that just gives you insight of like, what does a funnel look like and how do we get to that cost to acquire a client? Now, let's talk about new member targets. I have found that most gym owners, they really need to sign up anywhere from 12 to 20 new members every single month in order to like really grow and scale their gym. So let's just split the difference for the sake of this example and let's call it 16. So if your CAC is $222, like this example here, then that means that you would need to spend $3,555 on your ads. Your CAC is 222. Your goal is to sign up 16. So you take 222, you multiply it by 16, and it tells you exactly how much you should spend on your ads. $3,555. If you do that, you'll get 16 new members. But Here are the two big issues that I see very commonly with gym owners. Number one is just being scared to spend that much or not thinking that they need to spend that much. A lot of times they think like, oh, I should be able to spend $1,000 and get 16 new members. It doesn't usually work that way. And then the bigger issue is not having the money to spend. So let's walk through and solve both of these issues. Number one is being scared to spend. In order to overcome this issue, you need to understand lifetime value. Lifetime value, or LTV, is the amount of money that a client will spend with you on average before they cancel. And how you calculate LTV is how much a client spends with you per month multiplied by how many months they are a member. So for example, let's say you charge $200 a month. Someone is with you for 12 months. Then that means that the LTV is $2,400. So if I said to you, you give me $222 and I'll give you back $2,400, what would you say? You would say 1,000 times yes. You would do that every single day. You would do that as many times as you possibly could. And this is exactly how spending money on paid ads works. So it's okay to spend $3,555 per month. You will come out a winner. Check this out. If you spent $3,555 like this example, and you signed up 16 members, those members are each worth $2,400. That means you made $38,400. So again, if I said, hey, you give me $3,555 and I'll give you $38,000, what would you say? You would say 1,000 times yes. Now, this leads into the next issue where you might not have $3,555. So you got to figure out how can we get that because you want to get that $38,000 in return. Spending money on ads is not an expense. It is an investment. So let's jump into the next issue of not having the money to spend. So if I said to you, hey, we need to spend $3,500 and you genuinely don't have the money, I understand that as you get started, that might be a very realistic scenario. Now, to start, the first thing that you need to understand is financing of a client with a gym, because for most people, this $2,400 that you're going to collect is over 12 months. So they don't give you it up front. They give it to you over 12 months. And that's what creates potential cash flow issues for a gym owner. So let's say it's month number one. You sign up a new member. They give you $200, but it cost you $222 to get that new member. So that means you actually lost $22 in month one, not in total, but in month one. Now, month two comes around, they pay you another $200, but you're still in the hole $22. So at the end of month two, you get $178 from that member. Then month three, finally, they give you $200 and you get to keep all of that $200. Now, you obviously have other expenses and things like that, and we're not going to do a deep dive into like the full financing of a gym. But this is why when you sign up new members, you still don't see your financial growth right away because they pay you every single month. And this delay in collecting cash causes these cash flow issues for a gym. It's the exact reason that if I said, hey, we're going to spend $3,500 and you said, I don't have $3,500, this is the exact reason why. So let's say that we started to work together and we determined that you needed to spend $3,500 and you just like genuinely couldn't do it because that's a very realistic scenario for most gym owners. But let's say that you have $1,000. You can afford to spend $1,000 on your ads right now. Now, we need to get you to the place where you can spend $3,500 because if you never get there, what's going to happen? You're going to spend $1,000. Your CAC is $222. That means you're going to sign up 4.5 members. You're probably going to lose more than that every single month. And this is the exact reason why gym owners don't grow. They spend $1,000, they spend $1,500, they sign up 5, 6, or 7 new members. They lose 4, 5, 6, maybe even more. And they're just stagnated. And they never spend the amount of money that they need to in order to really grow. So if this was you in this example, we have to get you to the point where you can spend $3,500. So how do we do it? We need to collect upfront cash in the form of PIFs, paid in fulls, to new or existing members to free up cash flow that you can use for marketing. Now, the most common one that I use with clients is very simple. buy 10 months, get 2 free. It's an offer that you can give to either current clients or new clients to get you to pay upfront for their membership. So rather having to wait 12 months to collect that $2,400 that we went through in this example, you give them a little bit of a discount in order to incentivize them to give you all of that money up front. So buy 10 months, get 2 free. They give you $2,000 in upfront cash. So now you have it in your hand. This is what happens when you do that. Month 1, all you have is $1,000. That's okay. If your CAC is $222, you're going to sign up 4 members. Boo, but that's okay. We can still use this. Now, from those 4 members, if you get one of them to pay you in full, that means one of them is going to give you 2,000 members. So what does that do? That gives you an extra $2,000 in month 2 to spend on your ads. So now you have your $1,000 that you can afford to spend plus the $2,000 that a member just gave you. So now in month 2, you have $3,000 to spend. If you spend $3,000 on your ads, your CAC is $222. That means now you sign up 13 members. Still maybe not enough, but we're making progress. Now you have enough new members where maybe you can collect 2 paid in fulls. Those 2 paid in fulls are now worth $4,000. Now you have even more money than you need for your ads because now you have the $1,000 a month that you have in your budget for marketing, plus you just got $4,000 in upfront cash. So now, for example, you could spend $4,000 on your ads. And from there, you sign up 18 new members. And if you get 2 of them to pay you in full, that covers your ad spend for the next month, and you do it again the next month, and you do it again the next month. And this is exactly what you need to do in order to get to the place where you can spend enough money on your ads so that you can truly grow. So in summary, you need to spend more money on your ads in order to grow. Unless you're a magic unicorn where your CAC is 50 or 60 bucks, okay, you're gonna need to probably spend more money on your ads. Now, if you don't have the money to spend, you need to collect more cash upfront as paid in fulls. Then what you need to do, you need to put that money back into your marketing. Don't pocket that money. Don't use it for anything else. You save it for your marketing, because if you use it for something else, you're going to be constantly stuck never signing up enough members to truly grow. Yes, it might help you pay a few bills, but you're still not going to grow your gym. You have to use it for marketing. So you put that money back into marketing so that you can sign up more members, and you rinse and repeat this every single month. Now, if you're a gym owner who's really looking to scale your gym and you want to implement our N5 growth system into your gym, click the link in the description, book a call with me. We'll jump on, see if we can help you out.